Coming up on UT 10 News, the Rockets were under the big top as we celebrated 95 years of homecoming.
And we'll also see how UT is taking a stand against domestic violence.
Plus, the Rocket football team played that team down south. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexis Wheatley.
And I'm Rachel Schneider. Last week, the circus came to UT's campus as it celebrated its 95th year of homecoming traditions.
This year, Rocky's Big Show was packed with carnival-inspired events, and UT 10's Marla Goatee joins us live in the studio. Marla, what was the atmosphere like on campus throughout the week?
This year's homecoming provided students, along with faculty, staff, and alumni, the chance to show their Rocket pride. Events such as Carnival on the Mall and Eat the Street brought students together to get in the school spirit. Students also got to know the 2018 Homecoming King and Queen candidates as they competed in a lip-sync battle. The annual homecoming parade took place before the game on Saturday in Old Orchard and featured floats, alumni, the Rocket Marching Band, and more. This game's really important, obviously, and so the build up to the game is half the fun, you know. And once Toledo gets that 9th win in a row, I think the build-up is really worth it. After the parade, the Battle of I-75 began, where the King and Queen were crowned during halftime. This year's Homecoming King and Queen were the Catholic Student Associations Jared Millette and Grace Garcia. Back to you guys.
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and UT is providing resources for students who may be victims themselves. Hands Are Not for Hitting was hosted in the Student Union on Wednesday by the UT Center for Student Advocacy and Wellness. The event gave students the chance to pledge their support to victims, and the center showcased its counseling and legal services.
And the only way to stop domestic violence and stop violence against women, men, and children is for people to tell their stories.
The center is located on the 3rd floor of the Health and Human Services building on campus.
UT police are investigating a shooting that occurred near campus. The gunshots came from a white sedan at 1:30 Wednesday morning. The shots were aimed at a car that was speeding directly ahead. Both cars sped through the intersections of Douglas and Oakwood with police following. UT police found the car at the intersections of Victory and Elysian, but the shooter was nowhere to be found. There were no injuries reported, and the shooter is yet to be identified. Despite UT's police involvement with the incident, there was no alert to students regarding the gunfire. Given the proximity to residence halls such as Ottawa East and the student apartments of Old Town, students are concerned about the lack of notification.
You would want to know, like, if there's something dangerous to avoid it, then it would definitely be good to know about that so that you can, take precaution.
UT Police Chief Jeff Newton says an alert was considered, but due to the threat moving off campus, he believes sending one would have caused more confusion than the help. Many consider them a throwaway item, but they can go a long way in bringing families closer together.
Pop tabs are being collected to provide parents of sick children a home away from home with free housing and nourishment. UT 10's Kaylee Loofborough reports.
This past Saturday, the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Northwest Ohio hosted its 11th Oktoberfest with a petting zoo and face painting. Portia Garza with the RMH says more than 700 families stay at the house each year, while their children receive specialized medical care regardless of their ability to pay.
Because when a family walks into this door, this house, it's usually the worst day of their lives.
The event collected over 714,000 tabs, which will be sold to be recycled. Those who donate help alleviate the burden of hotel and food costs.
I feel like I've grown as a person meeting the families. It's given me a different perspective.
All of that money goes towards the food budget for the residents.
You can donate pop tabs at any local participating McDonald's restaurant, or you can drop them off at the Ronald McDonald House on Monroe Street in front of Toledo Hospital. I'm Kaylee Loofborough, UT 10 News.
A popular coffee chain is looking to make an environmental impact. Nicole Henderson, a member of Starbucks Media Relations team, says the company is looking to do away with plastic straws by 2020. Some UT students who are passionate about the environment feel straws are harmful and are looking for an alternative solution. Not only do they affect students, they also impact sea life.
Sea turtles can't come onto the beach and nest because there's too much plastic and trash, and so that beach becomes unvaluable for them.
Instead of using straws, Starbucks will turn to specialized lids to accommodate its customers.
Approximately 8 people die every day in Ohio due to accidental drug overdose, according to the Ohio Department of Health. The Rethink Addiction 5K run and walk aims to fight the stigma of addiction and provide support for those affected and their families. The walk started and finished at Bedford Stadium in Temperance, Michigan on Sunday. 64 people raced and dozens more walked in support of the cause.
I think it shines a light on something that a lot of people are afraid to discuss.
The event will take place again next year on October 6th. The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People is finally back at UT.
After 6 years, the organization has returned to provide an outreach for minority students here on campus. UT 10's Lacey Horn has the story.
The NAACP has been established since 1909. Their mission is to ensure that African Americans have political, educational, social, and economical equal rights. After 6 years of the organization being inactive, Angela Bird, the current president of the NAACP here on campus, thought it was time to see the NAACP back in action.
Some of my goals this year as the president are to really educate as many students as I can on what the NAACP is.
The NAACP is beneficial to students.
It helps me to learn about politics and other things that I wouldn't have known otherwise, so it's a great resource to have.
The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People is back on campus. I'm Lacey Horn with UT 10 News.
3 UT students have created a way to enhance your social life. The app Venue can help you stay in tune with what social events are happening on UT's campus. You can also create your own events for people to see.
I like the app Venue because I can see what's going on around my college campus. I can connect with people I don't usually talk to, get messaged, kind of like a social media thing.
Venue is currently only available at UT and BGSU and on Android and Apple phones.
I'm Zach Johnston, and this is your UT 10 Sports Report. It was homecoming weekend as the Rockets took on those pesky Falcons from Bowling Green in the Battle of I-75. After a field goal by Rockets' Jamison Vest, the home team scored the first touchdown of the day with this 4-yard pass to Reggie Gilliam. The Rockets' defense started off strong and caused the Falcons to fumble the ball as Toledo kept its foot on the gas pedal. The Midnight Blue and Gold capitalized on the Falcon turnover as Deontay Johnson finds the end zone to put the Rockets up 17-0. Bowling Green got on the board late in the first quarter as Andrew Clark walked into the end zone untouched. Claire continued to carry Bowling Green as he takes this one to the house for a 60-yard score, as the Falcons continued to battle back. Later in the second quarter, Jarrett Dagey connected with Claire once again for a 61-yard touchdown to bring the Falcons within 3 points. Toledo would go into the half with a 24-21 lead. The home team would start the scoring in the second half as Eli Peters connects with Cody Thompson for the 3-yard score. The fourth quarter was all Toledo, including this touchdown run by Bryant Kobach. The Rockets would go on to win 52-36.
Obviously, everybody thought this was going to be a one-sided win on the outside, and everybody tried to make it that. It doesn't put any pressure on the other team. That puts more pressure in our locker room, and I thought our kids handled it really, really well.
Marks the first MAC win for Toledo as they improve to 1-0 in conference play. The Rockets will be back in action on the road in Ypsilanti when they take on Eastern Michigan on Saturday. That's it for sports. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Zach. What a great week to be a Rocket.
It sure was, Alexis. The traditions we have here are just over the moon exciting.
I think the new tradition, is just beating the Falcons. 9 years in a row.
That is my favorite tradition, Alexis, and that's it for UT 10 News. For the latest breaking news from campus and bios from all UT 10 reporters, go to our website, ut10news.com.
And remember, you can watch the live stream of our newscast production every Tuesday at noon on our YouTube channel. For Rachel Schneider, Zach Johnston, and all of our crew, I'm Alexis Wheatley. Have a great week and stay tuned for more news from the UT campus.